That's on.
Check, 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 check. Check.
So do we hit done?
Check.
Yeah, hit done.
All right.
All right. Can we get a
Can we get a lineup? Raise that camera. I don't know, but number 2 is catching. It's about to get ugly.
Yes. Let me get my other phone.
My husband usually does.
Is that a lineup
Not here.
in your hand? Can I
So
have
I'm
one of those?
literally winging it right now.
Can I get the pink copy?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're good.
He actually has all of like the stuff that
Okay, here we go. 13, 27,
Rockwall? What do you call them?
Rockwall, Texas Oilers.
Texas Oilers. All right.
Are we broadcasting?
I don't know. I'm waiting to get a feedback.
You got numbers? Yes. I should can I take a picture real quick? That'll help me with positions.
Texas Oilers, right? Out of Rockwall, Texas.
How do you go in there? We can add her, like, they can look at the recordings.
Yeah, I got sound and I got video.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 5:15 game of between the Rockwall Texas Oilers and the NBA Midland Baseball Academy. We are live broadcasting from Denton, Texas.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we are at Every Park? Evers Park in Denton, Texas. And I'll have to tell you, it's looking a little bit ominous. The skies are. They look like they're going to open up any minute, and if they do, we're going to have to shut down and get out of here. But they're on the field. We're about to get underway. First up to bat will be Noah Hernandez for NBA. Midland Baseball Academy will step in right out of the gate, and the first pitch he sees he likes, so he swings at it. It goes foul to the right, and we're off and running. We'll try to get a lineup of the Oilers. I think we've got it out of Rockwall, Texas. We'll try to give you an idea of we will give you an idea of who's out in the outfield right now. Noah Hernandez just crams one out to left field. That is a good hit, strong hit. Noah's running, and he'll hold up over there at second base. That was a very deep hit ball out left field, but that left fielder for the Oilers did an incredible job at getting to that ball quick and getting it back into his cutoff. So just like that, first batter up, NBA's got a runner on second. That's Noah Hernandez, and Silas Bryant will be coming up for NBA with no outs. That's way outside.
Looks like Renner S is pitching for the Texas Oilers.
Who's catching Renner?
Renner.
Runner's off and going, and he's in there standing up. Hernandez is a fast young man.
This is going to be Warren W. catching.
Ball, right?
Yes.
Swing and a miss by Brian.
Good eye.
It's 3 balls, 1 strike. We're just getting going. We're at the top of the first. Can you do this when you get time? That's high and inside. That's going to walk Brian, and that'll put runners at the corner. Right. Brian will be over at first. Hernandez will be over down there at third, and coming in for NBA will be Judd Fortune.
All right. That's going to bring Cal Cook on deck.
There's a hit.
Nice
That's
hit.
over to shortstop. Shortstop's going over to first to make sure they're outs there. That shortstop did a good job at coming up with it. Caught it on a line drive, threw it to first just to make sure that Fortune was out. Now stepping in will be Cal Cook. Cal Cook's our hard ball hitter, and on deck will be Braxton Sims. That's outside for a ball. Runners at third base, 2 outs. All right, here comes the run. Noah Hernandez
Noah
on that pass
Hernandez,
ball's
yeah.
coming in, and he will score the first run of the day. Noah Hernandez makes this game a 1-0 affair with 2 outs.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Cal Cook steps in. 1-0 NBA over the Oilers out of Rockwall, Texas. It's a swing and a hit down to third base. Third base is up with it nicely and over to first for the third and final out of the top of the first. I can tell you right away that the 9U team is a
They are a very
they're
fundamental
a
team.
very fundamental team. You can
Fundamentally
tell
sound.
you can tell right away that they are going to play defense very well, and this is going to be a hard fought game most likely. We want to give a shout out to our umpires that blew out here. Without them, this doesn't get done.
Yep. Big shout out to those guys.
Yeah. This game doesn't go on without our umps, and they don't get the respect they deserve. And we appreciate them. We appreciate all they do. They work hard. They're out here for the love of the sport. That's why they do this, and we appreciate them for it. Respect them.
Okay, we'll do.
Looks like we're gonna have Silas Bryan on the mound for NBA, with Joey Creech taking up his spot back behind the plate again. We're gonna have Judd Fortune on third, Braxton Sims at short, Wyatt Murray at second, Cal Cook at first, John Williamson right field, Jace Gould center field,
They're talking about me again.
and Noah Hernandez in left field.
That is my song right there, isn't it, Daryl? According to my wife.
According to her.
Wild thing. That's what she calls me.
Well, I think she was saying, "Wow, James."
No.
No? Okay, I was just guessing.
But
It's the southern draw.
James was it's John. Wow, John. You thought it was James,
I thought it was James.
but there's still a lot of Johns around.
There are.
She likes Johns.
She does.
You walked right into that, didn't you? Walked you right on into that.
Oh, man. I need some Gatorade after that. That one dehydrated me.
Out on first is Cal Cook. On second base is Wyatt Murray. Over in shortstop is Braxton Sims. Over on third base is Judd Fortune. Out there in right field, John Williamson. In center field, Jace Gould. And in left field will be Noah Hernandez. Pitching is Silas Bryan. And catching for only the second time in his life is Joey Creech. This is Joey's second time. The first one was earlier today in the first game. He decided this week he wanted to try to learn to catch, so they're giving him an opportunity to just get that done. So he did a real good job in that first game. Joey is typically our shortstop. He is an outstanding shortstop. He's very, very fast on his feet. He's very good with his glove. He's very good with his arm. He's fundamentally sound. Fun to watch when he gets on to steal. He's one of the fastest, if not the fastest kids on the team. He's fun to watch steal.
Yep, he is.
Silas Bryan throws his first pitch of the day, and that's in there for a foul tip.
Foul ball.
I want to let everybody know that's watching, if we go off air or if we go off audio or video, please stay with us, because sometimes it takes us a couple of minutes to get back on through satellite, and we'll lose it.
And if you see hailstones and have lost audio, then just be aware.
That's a hard hit out to center field, gets past our center fielder, and then gets past Murray covering second, and we're not playing fundamentally good right there on infield. We've got to do a little bit better than that with that ball coming in, not taking our eye off that ball as the cutoff, because that can cause the merry-go-round to start. So that puts a runner on second for the Oilers.
That's going to bring up number 27, Merritt. That was Hagan that.
He shows bunt, and he's going to lay a bunt down. He's up with it, over to first for the out, but that gets the runner over to third just like they wanted it to do. So that's a great coaching maneuver. Laid that bunt down and got their runner from second over to third in scoring position. You can tell the coaches know what they're doing too on this team. I already can tell it's a well-coached team. Their fundamentals are, yeah, they're already, outstanding. You can see this. That's a hit down to third. Third catches a little bit of it.
It's going to tie the ball game.
That'll tie the ball
Hagan
game.
comes across for the score for the Oilers.
Judd Fortune couldn't get to it. It was hard hit, but Braxton Sims gets behind him as a backup, at least stops it from getting any further out there and holds him on to first base, but that runner does come on in. Tying the game 1-1, as you said there, Darryl, in the bottom of the first. One out.
It's going to bring up Connor L.
Runner's on the move to second. He'll be in there standing up. No sliding down. Backed up by Wyatt Bryant. Braxton
Wyatt
let it get up under his glove just a little bit. We're going to have to kind of calm down and get our business in order
Play
here.
some ball, boys.
There's an attempt to steal back there. Attempted pickoff, I should say.
Merritt back in as a pinch runner
There's your second baseman over there. You'll see him
for
kind of
Warren.
scooch out just a little bit there and try to get him a lead. There he goes. That's high. Runner's on the move. The ball is way off the mark. Creech throws that ball way off the mark. Judd couldn't come up with it. Went out to left field. Left field is up on it quickly. Gets it back in before the runner scores. There's a runner to 60 feet away that'll go ahead, be the go-ahead run if he comes on in.
Run out to him, Joey.
Two balls,
back.
one strike, one out, 1-1, bottom of the first, and it is the skies look like they're about to open up. We hear some thunder going on here. This game may be stopped here in a minute.
Count 2-1.
There's a
a
hit.
nice
That's
hit
back up.
right to second
Yeah.
for out number 2. That's going to bring across one more run, though. Merritt scores as a pinch runner. It's going to make it 1-2. Texas Oilers over NBA.
Hey, let's go, kid. Hey, go one hard right here. Let's go.
And that's going to bring up Stone.
Swing and a miss. He swings at a ball that's dropped way out low and outside. That would have been a ball.
Keep going hard. Let's go.
Go.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 the count. 2 outs.
That's a little outside for a strike. A ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-1 Oilers out of Rockwall, Texas. It's a swing. That's a hit down to third baseman. Sims can't come up with it on shortstop. That'll get out into left field. Hernandez will come back, hit his cutoff back in, but that will be a single for that young man. As NBA can't seem to stop the bleeding in there. They got holes in their gloves right now.
I can't read this.
Is it that you can't read? You never learned to read?
Oh, this is Brooks.
Left-hand hitter. First time for the day here. Good shot of that. Uh-oh. There's a pickoff attempt. Runner's back in there.
We're back.
Well, there's one of those cases where we went offline there for just about 30 seconds. Pickoff attempt at first. He's back on. We didn't have any action during that time. The rain clouds are moving in. We may start losing signal here and there. Just hang with us. We'll stay as long as they allow us to stay before they call the game. That was a pitch out on purpose, but we couldn't seem to get the ball in our gloves. Sims couldn't get over there to that. White backs it up. Runners is safe at second.
That's going to bring up Paxton, another left-handed batter for the Texas Oilers.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
You know, these boys are doing what they need to do, is just stick with it, not try to smash the ball over the fence.
Yeah, they're just smooth
getting-
stroke. Here for about 20 seconds, there was a strikeout for out number 3, so that limited the damage. So we're through the first inning. Score 2-1 in favor of the Rockwall, Texas Oilers. NBA will come up now and top of the second and see what they can get started.
It's going to be the Clouds, guys, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, we're back live again. There was another one of those little bumps. Sunspots. That's what it was. Sunspots.
I don't know where that sun is. Those lights are on now.
It is.
That sun may need to come see us.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to lighten this up just a little bit.
There we go. Coming at you live from Evers Park here in Denton, Texas. It's going to be the Texas Oilers from Rockwall versus NBA 10U Blaine out of Midland, Texas, Midland Baseball Academy. We've got Braxton Sims on deck, or up to bat, with Wyatt Murray on deck, and
Right there. Nope, back up. Right there. Yeah, perfect.
all right.
There's Braxton
There's-
Sims. He takes a swing and a big cut.
Nothing high.
You can see his head come up off that ball pretty good. You're right. I think they're trying to kill it more than anything.
Hey, just a good sound base hit. That's all we need. There you go. Fundamentals.
1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, 2-1. Rockwall, Texas Oilers on top of the second. Sims is in the bat. That's way high. Blue calls 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs.
Wyatt Murray's going to be on deck.
Ooh, inside. I
almost.
thought that might have hit Sims.
Hey. Way to sit in there.
That's way outside. That'll
Ball
walk Sims.
4.
Sims will take his jaunt down memory lane. That'll bring up Wyatt Murray with nobody out. Got a runner. He'll be in there standing up. The ball gets past the catcher. It's a bad ball. Oh, he's going to go into third and try to stretch that out.
Safe.
And he's safe. That was a
Safe
little
to
risky,
third.
I'll have to say.
It was, but I think we're going to have to maybe
we're
take
gonna
a few
have-
chances
yeah,
against
because
these boys.
This team's good we're playing. So Braxton gets in there on third on the steal. He's 60 foot away from tying this game up with no outs. I'll tell you, I'd be careful with him coming home. This catcher's.
Is that a balk?
He can come. No, it wasn't. This catcher can get up off his haunches real quick, and I wouldn't try him on just too much. I think he can get this plate covered. I think that pitcher can get in there quick too.
That's going to bring up 1 strike, so the count's 2-1
Still no outs.
to Wyatt Murray.
We welcome everybody from Rockwall, Texas, and around the world. We're glad you could join this live telecast.
Family,
Of,
friends, aunts, uncles, grandmas,
absolutely.
granddads.
We got people in the oil field working overseas in Saudi Arabia watching it.
cousins.
Military people watching it. proud to have you along where you can see your friend, your family member, your son play.
Sisters, brothers.
Yeah, so much fun. That's high. Murray
High. That's going
gets
to
out of the way of it, and he'll be
He'll
over
walk.
on first. They got runners on the corner.
Go, John.
And stepping in will be John Williamson.
tell him not to
Hey,
kill it.
John, follow with that head, bud.
Don't try to kill it. Just get a good base
Hey,
hit.
you got, when you have a good one.
Good base hit.
Runners first and third. Runners
John Williamson is up to bat.
first,
That kid looks familiar.
third.
I
his
recognize that nose.
It's the nose. That's outside. Runner gets on over to second on a steal. That puts both runners in scoring position for Williamson.
One and one the count with a strike there. By Renner on the mound for
That's
the
down
Texas
low.
Oilers.
2 balls, strike, no out. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Williamson up at the plate. That's
Strike two. It's going to be 2-2.
anything close. Watch it with your head, bub. Nice hit.
Run, run, run.
Run hard. All right, 1 run in. Williamson hits it back up between the pitcher and first. The pitcher gets up with it.
That was a
John
nice
John gets
sacrifice.
yeah, he's out, but that's a sacrifice. That'll tie the score up 2-2.
2-2. Joey Creech up here at the plate now for NBA, and that's going to bring Marshall Hall up on deck. And, things could be looking up here.
Could be.
That was
That's
a
in there
beautiful
for
toss
strike.
right down the middle.
Yeah, that looked real good.
Renner had a great arm on that pitch there. That was nice.
We are under the lights. They've turned the lights on. It's so cloudy and dark. Well, that's really high up there. Murray almost got caught there a little bit too far off bag. That catcher made a throw over to third base, attempt to pick him off, and it was pretty dang close.
Pretty close.
Again, catcher for these Oilers has a good arm. He knows what he's doing back there. I wouldn't push him. Hit back up to the pitcher. Pitcher's over.
He is safe. That's going to bring in Wyatt Murray for the score.
Pitcher was over there.
That's
Gets-
going to make it 3-2
Yep.
NBA.
Pitcher's up with it, like with Williamson. He's up with it, gets Murray or gets Joey out over at first, but Joey brings a run in on a sacrifice, and they go in front of the Rockwall Oilers.
Yep. Going to be 2 outs now with Marshall Hall up to the plate and Jace Gould on deck. You know, Jace Gould had a beautiful hit the other day.
Yeah, he did. He had one today. He had a good one today, but
Yeah,
the other day, the
another
one
good
you're
one
talking
today.
about is that and over the fence, and we're wanting to see that again about right now. Jace is starting to feel it. He's feeling good. He's starting to get into a groove. That was a strike there. A little bit close in, but
Just caught the corner of the plate there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
2 balls and a strike now, the count on Marshall Hall.
Let's make a deal. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Monty Hall.
You're dating yourself, sir.
Well, I'll tell you, I dated myself a lot when I was young.
Yeah.
There's a
That's going to be a dribbler to second.
over to first, yeah.
Going to make the toss over to first and get Marshall Hall out. But again, NBA was starting to show a little bit of life there and managed to come back 3-2 over the Texas Oilers from Rockwall, Texas. You know, fundamentals like these kids were showing out there is a hard thing to learn, but you know, for anybody in the Permian Basin, where could their kids go to learn this stuff?
Well, I'll tell you, we are so fortunate to have the premier D-bat. D-bats are franchises, but we've got the premier D-bat in the country. Chris Wilson has spent not $1 million, but several million on that facility. He has top-of-the-line pitching machines, You know, they've got computers. They
Some of them coaches he's got too.
coaches are the best. I mean, they're kid. Those they can coach kids from 6 to 18, and they do. It's just a matter of getting on their list to get a lesson. But these coaches are played in MLB. We've got coaches over there
Seattle
training these
Mariners.
kids from the Mariners, from the
Rangers,
the
the
White
Astros.
Sox, the Astros, the Brewers. Man, Coach Barry Kiefer, my son's coach, coach extraordinaire. Been fun to watch Kiefer bring him up over the last few years, and Coach Josh Turley, one of the best Baylor left-handers ever to come through there, and went on to play for the Tigers organization. He's still young. Coach Barry Russell, 22 years at Midland High head coach, winning coach, winning coach. Coach Dennis Schrum out of the Astros organization.
Isn't he in?
So yeah,
he's kind of a thing.
He is.
I hear.
He's about 52 now. So when he got out of pro ball, he wanted to keep playing some kind of ball. So he goes to softball, and he plays pro softball. He was inducted last year into the Softball World Hall of Fame, and even has a bat that he built named after him, and it's on the market. And his picture's on that back, a caricature. Wow. He's a pretty big guy. I mean, big muscled up. All of these men are out coaching at DBAT. And
they got some girl coaches
over
there
Emily
too.
Emily is one of the best softball pitching coaches in the country.
Okay, that should be called.
I didn't see that.
Flashing.
I didn't see that. I think that was the lights up there. They did. They turned the back lights on there. A little thunder there.
Drum roll, please.
Brian will be back up on the mound. That's it. Brian is back up on the mound, and Creech is behind home plate. Nothing's changed out in the field. It does not look like. I don't think. Let's take a look.
It looks like we still have Noah over in
actually
left field.
Could be.
All right.
Oh, they're going to pitch him. So, man, the score 3-2.
3-2. NBA.
Bottom of the second.
You know, the other thing about this team is they have learned the fundamentals.
Yeah.
They're batting. They're not trying to kill the ball. They're just trying to get on base.
That's right.
You know, they are striking the ball. They're contact hitters. They know that, you know, some of them may not have the size to drive it over the fence, and they don't try to act like they can.
That's right. They're staying within themselves is what that's called.
And the fundamentals is something that, you know, you can have it, but you can learn it too.
Yeah, you can.
And some of these kids could possibly learn that. Where could they do that in the Permian Basin?
I'm going to tell you, Midland Baseball Academy, NBA, Mike Munguia's program, 9U up to 14U, 160 kids in that program. They're a true academy in Midland, Texas.
Yes, sir.
What's your next step from Little League? What's your next step from your little guys? That'd be Midland Baseball Academy. They teach the process first, and when the process is taught right, the outcome of winning rings and trophies will be there. They'll come there.
Mm-hmm.
That is an attempted pickoff to first, but he's back in time. Kyle Cook over there on first for NBA.
And this is going to be Coda.
We appreciate Endeca Crude Express bringing us this broadcast and all the broadcasts by NBA. They pour a lot into this, time and money and effort. They are the premier crude oil haulers in West Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Runner's on his way. There's an attempt to throw down, and that runner's in there safe.
He didn't pitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Counts 1-1 now on a bunt foul.
It looks like, yeah, dude, 'cause it
This team
by
will
Coda.
bunt. They'll bunt that man. They'll bunt that boy over to third. That's, again, you know, they're playing fundamentally sound ball. That's good small ball. Needs to be ready to crash down. The pitcher does on that because it's coming. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You got it, Silas. Strike. It's going to bring the count 2-2.
But that runner does get over to third. That's what he wanted. There's no outs.
Hey, runner on third.
Coda.
You got it covered.
There's a high
That's
pop fly
infield.
infield. Wyatt Murray makes the catch from second base. That's going to bring on 1 out. Runner on third. Silas
Nice
Bryan
out by
up there.
Wyatt Murray, I might add.
That was excellent.
We needed that. That's
We
our
needed
first
that.
out of the inning. And we got, you know, you got a runner down there 60 foot that's going to come in if we can't control this inning.
There's a nice
that's
hit
a nice
deep
hit out to
Noah Hernandez.
Noah's coming
Noah
in.
throws it to Joey
That would
Creech.
have been an out. Oh, yeah.
That kept that runner
was
on
a great
third.
throw by Hernandez after he caught the ball for the out in the left field. A perfect strike into Creech at home plate. Had that third baseman come on, he'd have been out. That'd have been a done deal, Lucille. It's a great job again by Noah Hernandez. We just can't say enough about Noah and his defense, his defensive skills at every position, and his batter. And he leads the league. He leads, the team in almost every category in batting.
We got Renner up to bat for
All right, here we
home,
go.
home.
Ball gets away from Creech. The ball was thrown a
gonna
little bit wild and
Tie the ball
the
game. 3-3. That counts 1-0 to Renner. In there for a strike. That's going to be 1-1 the count. 2 outs.
Hey, have fun up there, bro.
Again, if we lose you on video or audio, y'all stay with us. We'll come back to you. The weather gets looking a little rough, and we might lose signal, but we'll come back to you.
There is a nice
swing.
pitch.
Foul tip back right to us. It is a nice pitch.
He threw that a little bit harder, and it caught the batter off guard. He was a little behind that pitch
Yeah,
and
he
fouled
was.
it back.
There you
Me
go!
either.
Way to hit it hard!
It's hit out to right field. They get up with it, but that's a nice single by that young man. Now we're playing circus monkeys. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. Don't know why we're doing that. But,
Get it to the pitcher!
This is the kind of stuff that we
Sorry.
don't need, you know. I mean, it's just immaturity right there. We need to learn how to manage this game a little better than just throwing it around. Got a runner over on second now. That runner's going to come to third on a steal over an overthrown ball by Brian. Brian may be getting a little bit tired here. I think his pitch count's close to 30.
29 pitches right now. 2 outs. We could end this right now.
Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Score tied 3-3. Bottom of the second. Here in Denton, Texas at Evers Field. That's a nice
There's
pitch
a pitch for a
for
strike.
a strike.
2-1 the count
That'll even it at 2-2.
on Ruger.
Oh, I'm sorry. It said 1 out there. I'm reading it wrong. That was what it was saying.
2-1.
I know, but that's what it was reading, wasn't it? Ball gets away from Creech. It's a wild throw. Runner's going to come in. That's going to put Rockwall ahead of NBA on a series of errors. This is all error-driven ball right now. Does not have to be this way.
Nope. There
That'll
draws
walk
a walk.
24. Yep.
Ruger. Oh, there was a drop. Did you feel it?
I spit.
No, this was. You got it, Silas. Finish it off. Finish it off, Silas. You got it, buddy.
4-3. The Oilers over NBA. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. There's a runner. As you can see there, it gets past everybody out there, and
Good stop by Fortune on that throw from Jace Gould. Jace was backing him up at second on that throw. You ready to pull? It's starting.
all right, it looks like we're about ready to come off air. It's going to be raining here just in a minute, so whenever we go off air, all of a sudden, you'll know why.
That's going to bring the count 2-1 to Easton for the Texas Oilers.
So swing and
Swing
a
and a miss. That's 2-2. Hurry up, Silas. Come on. You got it. Finish him off. Finish him off. There is a foul ball. Hit down the first base line. Cal Cook tried to get a line on it, but was unable to make the snag in foul territory. So Easton's going to stay alive for another pitch there. Counts 2-2, 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss. Hit it to first. And he's out at first. Good job on Joey Creech there.
We're going to see if they're going to call the ball game. They may call it here. It is starting to rain pretty good. We've got a lot of electronics here, so we're hoping it'll stop here, but I think we're about to have to take cameras down.
Well, maybe we'll get back to you here in about a half an hour
Yeah,
or so.
I think we better pull cameras. I don't know. What do you think? Hey, what does it look like on radar? What's a radar look like?
It's just now starting, like the heavy rain.
All right, we're going to pull cameras, folks. We're going to go off air for just a little bit, and we'll try to get back with you.
We're going to